Hey, what's going on everybody? It's KG Chaos, and in this video we're going to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2, new info, gunplay, gameplay features, side content, NPCs, and more. And to begin with, guys, thank you all that have subscribed to my channel. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And also hit that bell notification bar so you guys can actually see my videos when they come live. Anyways, let's begin with the video. Alright guys, so now starting off is what he said was, a GTA map is perceived quite differently because you can race at 130 kilometers per hour or even fly. Here you're on foot or on horseback, so players want to ride a big map, but not always forever. So they want a fast travel function, and so on. You have to find the right balance to make sure that the world stays visually interesting. There's also something interesting to see, something to chase, and a place to go. Pretty much saying that you can just do anything you want. There's going to be something you can always do in this game. It's not going to be something you have to wait to do or something like that. There's always going to be something that you can do in this game. So moving on is in the first Red Dead Redemption, it should sometimes feel like the whole world wants to color you as if you were not a god who fools around. Sometimes they want to keep you going, surprise you, then when you suddenly see a bear or a bandit gang, with this idea we play around with all the time, you want to do something but then you're distracted and lost in the world. So pretty much they're saying that you're going to do like missions and stuff, like things you want to do, then all of a sudden you're going to see like something that's interesting and you're just going to like lose your mind what you were doing and go do this and just get lost in the world of all the stuff they put in the game and made it more interesting. Next he said that it's the exact opposite of checklist. Your environment is simply changing. We play around with it all the time, and if too little happens we steer against it, and if too much happens at the same time we'll have to turn it down. We have to do missions, but it's not supposed to feel like playing two different games, as in a sandbox and a roller coaster ride in an amusement park. They should all be the same. So we're talking about a lot of balance right here. So they're pretty much balancing everything to where it feels like it's fit with whatever it's doing. Everything feels like it's going smooth and it all goes together. Next he says, this is not our focus this time. We want to give the game experience a depth that has never been seen before. We want you to go out into this world, but also into it, into the cities and the buildings, which are now much more detailed than ever, down to the individual cabinets that can be opened to take things out. So that's really awesome. I cannot wait to actually go into different buildings and actually have all these different things you can do, because a lot of Red Dead Redemption 1, the first game, a lot of their buildings had like nothing in it. Like there was like a few things in it, but most of it was empty most of the time. So pretty much you're just going into a building and like just talking to someone or just looking at it. But this game's supposed to have a lot more of cabinets and stuff you can actually open and actually function with, and that sounds really awesome. Next he said, also very important are the stories we want to tell. The scene of the nature and the narrative go hand in hand and develop together, because the place supports the mood and vice versa. The environment team came up with the new forest recipes, which trees should be there with flowers. The vegetation is very important for the mood of the game. So pretty much they are making like this whole game like with the vegetation wise, it's gonna make like it look fitted and you're gonna love it, as in like they're not gonna be like, hey, put a tree here and a tree here. There's actually gonna be like vegetation around it, so it looks like it all goes there and it's gonna look amazing. Pretty much what they are saying is that they're not just gonna put something randomly somewhere and make it look like it's really off like where it's supposed to be. It's actually gonna look like into like whatever vegetation it's in, so it's gonna be a lot more of that, and that's what I'm really excited for. I cannot wait to actually see the vegetation of this game and what they've actually done with it since the first Red Dead Redemption. Next he said there are several such places in the game that are changing. They want the world to change tangibly over time. The same applies to the cities and settlements, which change over the course of the day. People do not just walk around aimlessly. There are no groups that are forever together. They all follow regular daily routines. So pretty much every person, pedestrian, job person, like sheriff, anything like that, they have their own routines. They don't just like walk around and do stuff or just sit somewhere. They actually have stuff that they do throughout the day. Like it's a daily basis. Like every day they have their own routines that they do, which is really awesome. Like I don't think they ever put anything like this in a game before. Like they pretty much said they didn't. So this would be something really cool to see that I cannot wait to see. The bartender, the sheriff, the auctioneer, the doctor, and other city dwellers that all follow specific schedules. Then there are pedestrians who walk in and out, hang out somewhere, and follow their own routines. So the saloon is fuller at night than at 7 in the morning, when only a few drunks are lying around. To populate the areas so that they feel credible and coherent, that is an important goal for this game. So pretty much they were saying like nothing's gonna be out of play, like no like pedestrian or job person, what do you want to call them, bartender, whoever it is, they have their own job and they have their own routine and schedules for it. So that's really awesome. I cannot wait to actually see what like different types of things that they do and just watch pedestrians do stuff, because now they do stuff, they don't just walk around aimlessly and do nothing at all. So next on the list is, we do not have a character switch this time. It was fun and working in GTA 5, but this is Arthur's story and journey. So I think we have pretty convincing reasons to want to stay with him and see how all his relationships change from the beginning over time. This game is about a gang who is harassed and hunted until it falls apart. How does he deal with it? How does he react to Dutch's transformation from gang leader to someone who believes he is more than a gang leader? How do you think he should react to all this? I think seeing how players influence Arthur's reaction to the events around him in their own way is more exciting than getting to the roles of other characters. It's about Arthur's journey with this gang, and for that to feel more realistic and credible, the player must believe that he really lives with this gang. And as us developers, we have to bite the bullet, take on the work, and create the camp. It took a team about the size of the entire team for the single player missions to manage the camp and all the daily routines. Pretty much saying that they want you to stick with this one character so you can actually see how his life plays out, and because his must be very interesting, and they think that we will have fun being able to mess with only him instead of all these characters and learn different stories. They want us to learn this one story because they said it's very interesting and very entertainable to actually play and go through his whole life and see how it plays out. But we have exaggerated the realism, and in the end we are at this point where you could even pick off a single petal of a flower, as we have noticed. We have it like to be realistic, but not too realistic. Just like reloading revolvers, we thought about reloading single balls hyper-realistically. Everybody thought at first that would be great, but then we realized that it takes forever and is not fun. Next he talks about, in GTA 5, it's kind of strange to walk through a realistic modern city and pull out an AK-47 and to not bother anyone. If you aim at a passerby, they panic, but if you carry the weapon around, it does not matter. Here 100 years earlier in a dusty city, that's less a problem, but they have to react differently if you carry the rifle instead of having it in the holster. So pretty much pedestrians and stuff, they react differently if you keep your gun out rather than the holster. Like if you have it out, they won't come talk to you, but if you have it holstered, that they could possibly come talk to you. In our previous games, they just rode by and did not see what had just happened. Now they see it, ride slower, say shit, or run away. When they have witnessed the crime, they alert the law enforcers, who then come to investigate the crime. And if I am still there as a player, they ask me, and I can try to talk myself out of it, or not. Probably just means like you can talk, like kind of talk your way out of saying no you didn't, or you can just shoot them, or get into like a gun battle, whatever you want to do. You can pretty much make your own choice. You can either talk them out of it, or you can actually shoot your way out and do whatever there. Last but least, he finally said, we fundamentally revised the shooting. We hope to deliver the best gunplay so far. The feeling, the speed, and the connection with the weapons is something completely different. Looking back, Deadeye was good but not perfect. We had to revise it. We wanted to keep the basic idea of slowing down time and marking the goals. It should feel familiar in the head, but be much more comfortable to control. The variant of the weapon is very important to us. Single action weapons, double action revolvers, repeaters, and regular rifles. Features such as cock and shoot, reload, charge time, range accuracy, combat action, and normal movement in the world are two fundamental different modes, hopefully not perceived but felt. And that is it, guys. That is all he pretty much wrote, pretty much over the environment, vegetation, all of everything else, the gunplay, the gameplay, all of that he went over. There's actually a lot of cool things that he actually wrote about. I'm really excited for all the gameplay, like the shooting the guns and all that, see what all happens there. That's going to be really awesome to actually see and actually do. I can't wait to actually just go into a town or start shooting other players. Hopefully Deadeye doesn't do slow-mo in like regular mode. If it does, hopefully it only does it to you and not anybody else, because it's going to be really crappy if you just have people in the lobby using Deadeye and just keep using it and like the whole mode's like slows down and you can't do anything. Say you're busy doing something that's in the online and you can't do it. Hopefully that doesn't really affect the game in that way. Hopefully it just like it did in like Red Dead Redemption Online, or like it showed the red screen and all that. It just didn't have like the slow-mo. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I just want to let you guys know all the new details that was actually said for Red Dead Redemption 2. Releases October this year. It's really soon, just a few months away. I really cannot wait for this game to come out. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And it's, in my opinion, better than GTA just because it doesn't have all this futuristic like armored vehicles and stuff like that you can use. Anyways, guys, again, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And thank you all that have subscribed to my channel. Help me hit 1,000 subscribers. It means a lot. I'm very thankful for that. And anyways, guys, that is it for this video. If you guys want any type of video made on any game or anything, put it down in the comment section down below so I can know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.